Hello guys and welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here we have this 9 square root math problem and we are to solve for this. Alright, so guys, I'm going to share with you two methods that you can actually use to solve this type of question. So right here guys, let's simply dive into method 1. So the first thing guys we want to do is to simply simplify each of these numbers right here. So we have this to be the square root of 30 can be expressed as 3 multiplied 10 or raised to the power of 3 plus 40 can be expressed as 4 multiplied 10 or raised to the power of 3 plus 50 can be expressed as 5 multiplied 10 or raised to the power of 3. Then from the property of exponents, if we have a multiply b or raised to the power of m, this is equal to a raised to the power of m multiply b or raised to the power of m. So we have this to be the square root of 3 raised to the power of 3 multiply 10 raised to the power of 3 plus 4 raised to the power of 3 multiply 10 raised to the power of 3 plus 5 raised to the power of 3 multiply 10 or raised to the power of 3. So we have this to be the square root of, now in this we have 10 raised to the power of 3 to be a common term. So we're going to factor this out. So we have 10 raised to the power of 3 into 3 raised to the power of 3 plus 4 raised to the power of 3 plus 5 or raised to the power of 3. So we have this to be the square root of 10 raised to the power of 3 into 3 raised to the power of 3 is 27 plus 4 raised to the power of 3 is 64 plus 5 raised to the power of 3 is 125. So here we have this to be the square root of 10 raised to the power of 3 multiply 27 plus 64 plus 125 will give us 216. So we have this to be the square root of 10 raised to the power of 3 multiply. Now 216 can be expressed in terms of 6 as 6 raised to the power of 3. Then from the property of exponents, if we have a raised to the power of m multiply b raised to the power of m, this can be expressed as a multiply b or raised to the power of m. So applying this, we have this to be the square root of 10 multiply 6 or raised to the power of 3. We have this to be the square root of 10 multiplied 6 is 60 or raised to the power of 3, and this can be expressed as 60 square multiply what? 60. And if we have the square root of a multiply b, this is equal to the square root of a multiply the square root of b. So this becomes the square root of 60 square multiply the square root of 60. So this is going to cancel out this. So we have 60 multiply. Now the square root of 60 can be expressed as 4 multiply 15. So we have 60 multiply the root of 4 multiply the root of 15. So 60 multiply the root of 4 is 2 multiply the root of 15. So 60 multiply 2 is 120 multiply the root of 15. We have this to be the root of 15. So this becomes the final answer. So guys, this is the first method that you can use to solve this nice square root problem. So let's dive into method 2. Alright, so the second method we want to do right here is to want to note that 30 raised to the power of 3 is expressed as 30 multiplied 30 multiplied 30, which is equals to 27,000. And we have 40 raised to the power of 3 can be expressed as 40 multiplied 40 multiplied 40, and this is equals to 64,000. And we have 50 raised to the power of 3, and this can be expressed as 50 multiplied 50 multiplied 50, and this is equals to 125,000. So hence, if we apply this, we have this to be the square root of, so we have this to be 27,000 plus 64,000 plus 125,000. So this becomes the square root of, if we add all of this together, we're going to have 216,000. So this becomes the square root of, now we can easily express this as 216 multiply 1000. So we have this to be the square root of 260 can be expressed in terms of 6 as 6 raised to the power of 3. Multiply 1000 can be expressed in terms of 10 as 10 raised to the power of 3. And we know that if we have a raised to the power of m multiply b raised to the power of m, this can be expressed as a multiply b or raised to the power of m. So we have this to be the square root of 6 times 10 or raised to the power of 3. This is equal to the square root of 6 times 10 is 60 or raised to the power of 3. And we can easily express this to be 60 square multiply what? 60. And if we have the square root of a multiply b, this is equal to the square root of a multiply the square root of b, right? So this becomes the square root of 60 square multiply the square root of 60. So this is going to cancel out this. So we have 60 multiply the square root of 60 can be expressed as 4 multiply 15. So 60 multiply the root of 4 multiply the root of 15. So 60 multiply the root of 4 is 2, multiply the root of 15. And if we multiply all of this together, we are going to have 120 root 15, and this becomes the final answer. So guys, we have been able to solve this nice square root math problem with two methods right here, and we have our final answer to be 120 square root of what, 15, and this is the final answer. So with this guys, I'm going to see you in the next video, and if you are not yet subscribed to Mathematical Mindset, please do it to click onto that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.